We got tragic stories with a video, man. Make sure y'all get these videos a thumbs up, man. I done hit y'all with 3, 4 videos. Well, I'll probably finna do another one after this one, but y'all ain't getting these two until probably Tuesday night or going to Wednesday. 9 times out of 10, that's what it is. Not gonna lie to y'all, they gonna be y'all 2 videos. That being said, let's go ahead and get into it, man, with tragic stories.
Her life took a tragic turn. Join us as we unravel the tragic story of Kylie Rae Harris, a tale of talent, passion, and the bittersweet melodies of a life cut short. Kylie Rae Harris was born on October 17, 1989 in Wylie, Texas, near Dallas. She fell in love with music at an early age as her family would regularly take trips into the East Texas Pines, where she was exposed to the strong songwriting of Texas performers such as Radney Foster and Jerry Jeff Walker. By the age of 12, after joining the church Schwa, she told her parents she knew that music was what she wanted to do with her life. At the age of 14, she wrote her first song. From there, Kylie Rae chose to pursue a career in music, head on, for better or worse. It went worse when she fell into an abusive relationship, but she extricated herself from it to become a highly revered songwriter and performer in Texas and beyond. Music has always been in me, Kylie Rae told in one of her early press releases. I have to do it. This is all or nothing for me. I'm going to be writing and singing music the rest of my life, whether I'm broke or not, so I might as well go for it. In 2011, she starred in a syndicated series called Troubadour Texas, which followed a group of singers and songwriters trying to make it in Texas as they run into the daily challenges of working as troubadours. And with strong songwriting influences such as Walt Wilkins and Patty Griffin, Kylie Rae released her first EP, Taking It Back, in 2013, putting her on the radar of Texas music that is often criticized for not including enough women. Off the strength of this release, she won the 2014 Female Vocalist of the Year from the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. Then her career took a pause when she and her then-boyfriend, Oklahoma-based fiddle player Jeremy Watkins, welcomed their daughter Corby in February 2013. Kylie and her daughter were inseparable, and she often shared photos and videos of Corby on social media and even named a clothing line after her. Her little girl also became the inspiration for what many believe was her best song, and one of the best songs released so far in 2019, called 20 Years From Now, which she dedicated to her 6-year-old daughter and was featured on her EP, which was released in March 2019. 20 years from now, my prayer is that somehow you'll forgive all my mistakes and be proud of the choice I made. God, I hope I'm still around. Kylie Rae lost her father to cancer and said she wrote the song because she realizes some kids don't get to know their parents as adults themselves, she said. It scared me thinking that it was totally possible I could be gone before my daughter reaches that point, she told Billboard at the time. I want to meet my kids' kids. Getting to the age your parents were when you were a child brings a whole lot of perspective. Tragically, eerily so, her life would be cut short. September 4th, 2019 started as a special day for Kylie Rae since she was starting her over 500-mile drive from her home in Wylie, Texas to Taos, New Mexico to play it.
Sometimes it's best not to think about stuff like that because, you know what I'm saying, it's just best sometimes, you feel me, not think about stuff like that. You know you have to think about it, but not as hard, you feel me, you feel me, like, I ain't got kids yet, but I can only imagine, you feel me, only imagine now.
The Big Barn Dance Music Festival. It was an especially nostalgic trip, as Kylie Rae planned to revisit old childhood landmarks along the drive that were meaningful after her father's death. The journey started pleasantly on that September day, with Kylie Rae posting several videos to her Instagram story while driving. In one of the videos, she is shown cheerful of her singing along to the radio behind the wheel. A few hours earlier, she jokingly posted that she was low on gas and 36 miles, 58 kilometers, from the nearest gas station. Dear baby Jesus, please don't let me get stranded in NM, she tweeted. In a video geotagged to New Mexico hours before her demise, she even remarked with optimism. She also posted an emotional video message on her Instagram story hours before the crash. I look a mess because I've been crying, she said. It's all right, though. It's a good cry. Although she said she loved the music festival, she said traveling to Taos was difficult because many of her family members who live there have died. In one of the videos she posted, Kylie Rae said something that many people found eerie. Literally everybody that was here has passed away except for my uncle, including my dad, she said. She said she had been driving for 12 hours, but you would think that's so exhausting and boring.
I stay the
But
fuck away from
the
there.
last couple of hours driving through the mountains and just like remembering my place in the back seat, I started getting really sad, she said. Little did she know she would die in that same exact city she talked about in the video just a few hours later.
Hell no.
Around 7:30 p.m.,
Fuck that
Kylie
city.
Ray was traveling south on State Road 522 in a black Chevrolet Equinox, probably still reminiscing about family memories. For reasons unknown, she struck a black Chevrolet Avalanche from behind. The collision initially sent Kylie Ray's vehicle into the northbound traffic lane, where she then collided head-on with a white 2008 Jeep, which was traveling north on SR 522 at the time. Inside the car sat 16-year-old Maria Elena Cruz, a junior honor student at Taos High School. Near mile marker 1, the roads curved drastically and visibility grew short. Traveling at extreme speeds, Kylie Ray's Chevrolet Equinox veered suddenly into the oncoming lane. Her SUV slammed head-on at catastrophic velocity into Cruz's car. The collision was so violent that both cars were damaged beyond recognition. The trailing vehicle then rammed into the already destroyed vehicles.
Damn.
Heartbreakingly, one of the first responders on the scene was Pedro Cruz, Maria's father and deputy chief of the San Cristobal Volunteer Fire Department. He drove up to the scene in Taos on September 4, not knowing that his daughter, Maria Elena Cruz, 16, had been killed in the crash.
Oh man, that's
The Taos
fucked
County
up.
Sheriff shared. He's an EMT, so he's no stranger to going out on calls, both medical, crashes, and other things, but very traumatic for him to not know but to respond anyway, and then find it was his little girl. After seeing the horrific sight, both Kylie Ray and 16-year-old Cruz were pronounced dead on the scene, according to authorities. The other driver was not seriously injured in the crash. Immediately after the crash, the sheriff shared that investigators suspected speed and alcohol may have been factors in the crash. At this time, I will say with most certainty that Miss Cruz was an innocent victim of this senseless crash caused by Miss Harris, he continued, said in a statement shortly after the incident. 2 months later, at December 5th, 2019, the autopsy report was released. The results concluded that Kylie Ray is revealed to have died from blunt force trauma as a result of the high-speed accident, which took place on September 4 in New Mexico, and also resulted in the death of 16-year-old Maria Elena Cruz. Additionally, toxicology tests concluded that Kylie Ray had a blood alcohol concentration of 28, more than 3 times the legal limit when she struck an oncoming vehicle driven by Cruz. The Taos County Sheriff's Office confirmed that Kylie Ray was speeding at 102 miles per hour, 164 kilometers per h, when she hit the rear of one vehicle before.
She wanted to fucking die. She wanted to fucking die. Fuck all that. She wanted to die. That's crazy, man. They should give motherfuckers a life sentence. Well, she died too.
Careening into Cruz's vehicle at 95 miles per hour, 153 kilometers per h. Braking was indicated 0.3 of a second before.
And I know people that died from, drunk drive, man. That shit.
Which previously reported that all 3 drivers were wearing seatbelts. The now completed investigation supports what we suspected at the time of our initial investigation and my earlier press release that stated alcohol consumption was suspected and speeding was a factor, Sheriff Jerry Hogreff said in a statement. The New Mexico Office of the Medical Investigator stated in the autopsy report that Kylie Ray suffered abrasions on her face and legs, as well as several fractured bones. A postmortem CT scan showed multiple broken skull bones, an abnormal collection of air in the skull, bleeding within the brain, and a broken neck. The breastbone, multiple ribs, and the pelvis were also broken, the documents state. Court records show Kylie Ray was convicted in June 2017 of driving while intoxicated with a blood alcohol content, BAC, of more than 0.15.
She wanted to save driver either way.
The legal limit of 0.08. The singer was fined $460.10 for the offense, and the judge ordered an ignition interlock device be attached to her car that required her to take a breathalyzer test before getting behind the wheel. In 2014, Kylie Ray was also fined $302 for speeding after she was caught driving 81 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone in Dallas. She also had a troubled history with law enforcement, being charged in 2009 of assault with a deadly weapon, which led to her being placed on probation for 3 years. Though the sheriff's office blames Kylie Ray for the accident, her mother, Betsy Cowan, came out to defend her daughter's image. Betsy Cowan tells people that Kylie Ray struggled with alcohol in the years leading to her death in a crash
We can
which
tell
investigators suspect caused the accident in the first place.
she needed help.
Cowan told people that alcohol was something Kylie struggled with on and off over the years, though she declined to elaborate out of respect to both families. According to police records, Kylie Ray had a DWI in 2017 with a blood alcohol level exceeding 0.15, which resulted in having an ignition interlock installed in her car. She had a previous citation for speeding in 2014 for going 81, 130 kilometers per h, in a 60 miles per hour.
Crazy, man. You ask me, man.
Zone. While hazardous driving details did emerge, family and friends focused on honoring Kylie Ray's legacy rather than her tragic demise. A GoFundMe campaign was set up to raise money for Harris's funeral expenses and her daughter's college education. A separate GoFundMe page was also created to raise money for Maria Elena Cruz's funeral expenses. The other
she the one deserve it, cause Shawty just really just crashed out and really drunk. She already drunk and she driving too fast as fuck. You feel me? That can automatically just, you know what I'm saying, a death right there. You feel me? Please don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive, and don't speed either. You feel me? All that shit is wrong. Even though I did the speeding shit, but drinking and driving, that's a no go. You know what I'm saying? Being drunk as fuck and driving is fucking crazy to me. But RIP to both of the victims. I hope their family find peace. You know what I'm saying? Pray for the family. You know what I'm saying? Especially the little girl. That being and the father of the little girl. That being said, you know what I'm saying? See you when I see y'all niggas. Let's ride.